No.
All right. Welcome to Inside the Booth. I'm your host, Dan the Law, and we have our co-hosts, Ron from CG Artist and Tony from Talking Bay 327. Oh yeah! As we rock out with some dance pop music from StreamYard. oh.
Man, that's funky.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So how's everybody doing tonight? How are you, Ron?
Good. Can't complain.
All right. Sounds good, Tony. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How
Sweet.
you doing? You sound like
How
Joey.
you doing?
Whoa.
I'm doing.
Oh wait, not that Joey. The other one.
Yes. Well, speaking of Joseph Dredd, I've been in a little kick lately about the Judge Dredd movies and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know. It's interesting, and then obviously since 3 years ago I've been called Dan the Law. I'm like, so thanks to Ron, he's printing out a helmet for me, which is kind of cool. So
very cool. Yeah.
And I'll have that displayed behind me somewhere. That'll be really neat.
Yep. I just have to sand and prime it, and then I'll ship it on off.
Sweet. That's
You need to wear it during the.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. During some of the streams. Yeah, I think I will. I'll start off with it on my head.
And just frown the whole time.
Yeah.
I am the law.
That's right.
Cool. Well, so obviously there's been a few movies that have been out. Some good ones. Dune. I saw Ghostbusters. I am going to go see it again tomorrow.
When did that get out?
The 22nd.
Oh, wow. Just past Friday. I did not know that. What a silent opening. Huh.
I don't know. It was blowing up on my social media.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But I do follow.
Yeah,
I do follow a few Ghostbusters things, so that's probably why,
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I want to know about is it worth it?
Yes, it's good. It is good.
And by worth it, I mean something to see in the theater versus waiting for it to come out on streaming.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Okay. I enjoyed it in the theater.
Okay.
I know there's controversy on the whole thing. I think it's mostly because people don't understand. Like, if you didn't grow up watching the real Ghostbusters cartoon,
you
might not understand why it's filmed the way it's filmed. Then
okay,
because it's almost like an episode of a real Ghostbusters.
I used to watch that.
Yeah. So Ron will like it. Then you'll probably enjoy it the way it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to see the last one. That's my goal this week is to see the last one. I'll watch some episodes just for nostalgia sake of real Ghostbusters, and then we'll go on Saturday to go see it. So
there you go.
In that order. Yeah.
That'll be good. Yeah, Afterlife is really good. I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet.
No one's more surprised than I.
Tony, what have you heard about movies these days?
Same as last month. Like I said, I'm pretty lame.
I'm pretty lame.
I don't go out to the movies much, Or kids are grown and
right.
We're homebodies. We like just staying home. So that's what.
Me too.
For me too. It's like, can I just wait till it streams?
You could, Tony. You could wait. If
I don't know. It
seems
seems pretty epic, though. Like,
Yeah.
I bet the visuals and the sound would be obviously, more intense and better on a big screen. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
See it. Yeah.
Unless you're like Ron and has your.
I was
have
just
your
gonna.
own,
I didn't want,
have your own theater in your basement.
didn't want to say anything. No. But I got because when we went to go see Dune, during some of the more bass intensive parts, the speakers in the theater were rattling, and that was distracting.
Right.
Started to invite everybody over, but I.
Yeah, just come on back to my place.
Yeah. Exactly. It's digital. Just give me the file.
Right. Yeah. Give me the file.
No more. There's no more reel to reel. Just give me the file.
Yeah.
So Ron, quick question about your theater. How large is the screen?
108 feet. Sorry, 108 inches. Wow, wouldn't that have been something? 108 inches.
Gotcha. Okay. Pretty good size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Still pretty good.
Not bad.
So 108 inches. So you get a 50 screen and a 50 screen, and you kind of combine it, right? Kind of.
Pretty much. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it looks bigger though than just 250 screens next to each other.
Huge.
Yeah, it looks pretty big. Is that like a little stage too? You put a stage there?
It was supposed to be an entertainment center just to hold everything, and I didn't know what to do with the top of it. So yeah, I guess if you're a little person or a child, yeah, sure. It's got the lighting.
Yeah, it does.
Super cool, man. Yeah,
Love it. That's good. So I guess we'll talk a little bit about Dune since you watched it, Ron.
Sure.
Dune Part 2. So we did do a review on it here on Inside the Booth, and of course, the first review we did for Dune Part 1, I put on there just another Star Wars movie, and we got a lot of backlash.
Controversy. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like,
So I tried it again. It worked a little bit, but not as good as the first time. So, I guess lightning is in a bottle once. It never
doesn't strike the same place. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you just said that so people would click on it?
Oh yeah.
That's what he does. Like
that's right.
Bait people and.
Well, yeah. I mean, YouTube is a tough.
It is.
It's a tough place to be. If you don't do clickbait, you probably won't get clicked on.
Yep.
My problem.
Yep.
The fact that I haven't actually put anything out in a while.
Oh, that helps if you do.
Yeah, same here. In fact, my newest video coming soon, I addressed that.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, Ron, but I got out of the habit of filming everything and got to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to mess with the stupid camera. I just want to build something.
Right.
I was that way until I started with this latest build and the next build, and then it got just crazy. I think I mentioned it before. You start sawing, then you stop, run over to the camera, pause it, put the camera somewhere else, continue sawing, and it's just it's double the time to build something.
Easy.
It's just
easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Could have been done with this.
That's a big part of it too. It's already taking me a lot longer these days for whatever reason. Just life, right now. But just so my footage is kind of like I got a little bit of this, and then I do a whole bunch of stuff, and then I got a little bit after that.
Yep.
Narrating the whole thing, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens.
It does.
And it's funny because I'm not really the type that films my little mods or builds that I do because I just like you said it takes a lot of time to just set it up and do it right. And I'm not the type of person that is focused on setting it up. I'm more if I get focused on one thing that I'm doing, like I can't leave it. Like
I know that feeling.
So I would mess up with the camera angles all the way through because I wouldn't even think about it, you know.
There's this system that I'm trying to get Logitech to sponsor me. Otherwise, I might just buy it. But they have this thing called Mevo, and it's basically a 3-pack of cameras that are normally for streaming, but you can record to the app. And so you could just set all 3 cameras up in pre-designated angles, record everything, and then just edit the angles later. And now with AI, depending on what you're doing, it will pick the angles for you. And if you're just building something, no angle is bad. So that eliminates all that setup, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's true.
That.
I mean,
it's pretty cool. Although it's $1,000, but you get 3 cameras. So there's that.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I was filming for the church that I was at in Florida. You know, I didn't run all 4 cameras, but I basically directed everybody that did run some of the cameras, you know.
Sure, you get the little bug in their ear telling them, get ready, get the film of that. Okay, we'll go to you.
Yeah, and so you know, so yeah, it's the same way. You know, you got to have all the camera angles with the 1 shots of each camera angle, and then you switch it while you're doing it at the same time. And that would be easier, especially for like builders.
Because you'd have 1 camera that's directly overhead, obviously, to see what the person's doing. Then you'd have one that's just right at you, so you can talk to them. And then your third camera would be off to the side, just to provide a different angle of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then if you needed to later, you could splice in, you know, camera footage of like the tools that you use or something. Yeah, I mean, it's just, for what I do, it would be a lot easier if I had that type of setup. I wouldn't have to stop every time in the middle of things. So when I get it, I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Sounds good. That'll be fun. What about you, Tony? You want to get something? You gonna get something like that? So when you build your stuff,
it would be nice, you know.
Right.
Sure. But again, I'm just not in the mode right now where I want to make sure I've got the right angle of exactly what I'm doing, and you know, I know it's helpful to people, and you know, maybe I'll get back there one day.
I mean, you'll get there. You'll get there.
I have deadlines that are really, it's pretty high pressure for me right now. So you know, I really just need to get in gear.
Focus. Yep.
That's right. That's right.
And I have gotten a lot done. The entrance to my office now is amazing. Like,
okay.
So
nice. I want to see it. You're gonna have to show us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take some pictures. Even if it's just privately showing us. Take some pictures and put it on the messenger. Love to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Josh Button says, how does everyone judge the success of their builds? Personally, I judge by the number of empty beer cans. The fewer the empties, the better the build went.
That's right. That is right. If you're passed out and you're like, oh, wow, look at that. Then you've succeeded.
I remember doing half of this.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I'd say there comes a time when you're just like, you know what? This thing has beat me up. I am done. And then other times, it's a feeling you get. You know when you don't want to mess with it anymore. It's there. That's it. That's what I had up here. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when you know it's done. And sometimes you have to shelf it and then come back to it. I mentioned this in an interview before, where sometimes you just don't have enough skill for what's in here. So you put it aside. You do other projects that builds up your skill. And you may, in another project, go, well, wait, I could do this over there on that. And that brings, that motivates you to go back to that project and now redo it. Because I've had a couple of those where it was just an idea. I maybe modeled it in Fusion 360 or Blender and just never thought about it kept it kept it in the back of my mind, doodle every now and then when I'm in a meeting or something. Did some other project where something was kind of similar, or the same type of difficulty, and then I thought back to that project, and it wasn't so daunting anymore. And then go ahead and tackle it. Right. But I digress. It's a feeling that you get when to say it's done, or if you're on a crunch, like if you're doing one of the challenges that's out there. It's almost like one of those reality shows where they're like, cooks, you got 10 seconds. And then when they say it's up, you just drop everything. It's done. It's done.
Yep, it's done.
I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done. Done.
Your
wife
don't want
to look at it anymore.
Me. Your wife was killing me last summer, man.
She kept doing that.
Do that.
5 seconds.
Walk out into the workshop where all of us were for Nerd Summer Camp and be like, you've got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Run, dude.
Yeah. We got JT late night with Cap on. What's up, JT? He says new setup, Dan. Yeah, new setup. It's I am now in my closet. I am no longer in my basement.
So many jokes could be had.
That's right. That's right. Especially when I leave the closet.
Right.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. It's not completely done here, but it's a lot better than what it was, and getting better each time. So, and yeah, again, I didn't take any video footage of me, doing this stuff. I did take some pictures though, so I got like a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We could do
PowerPoint.
Time. Yeah, that's right. PowerPoint slideshow. So this is what I did here. Click. But yeah.
It's Tony, what would you say? When do you feel it's done, man?
Done, or Josh's question was, how do you judge the success of the build?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
I think it goes back to what you said, Ron. It's what I had up here is, a lot of times I get lucky. I've gotten lucky with some of these builds and be like, man, this is cooler than I even had in my head, Like, and it's, just happy accidents and things along the way where I'm like, ooh, I can do this,
Yeah.
I found some other Greeblies. Ooh, these would look really cool, But at the end of the day, it's when I can just sit back and look at it and go,
Yep.
For all the flaws and everything that I've made, for the most part, when I step back, I have to step back because otherwise I'll focus in on the one flaw or, things like that. But that's kind of what gives it character too, because again, I still just do everything by hand. So,
right.
It's not going to be perfect lines. It's not going to be, pristine, which I don't want it to be anyway. So I don't know. That's what I love about Star Wars builds in particular is that, the lived in feel allows you to take your mistakes and turn them into like dents and scratches and, battle damage, whatever.
Right.
Story you really want to add to that,
Right.
It fits, So yeah, that's, and my latest project that I mentioned before we got on here is I can do that now. I can sit back and go, wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Of course. Very cool. Yeah.
Now to tie this back into Dune.
Oh yeah. I forgot we were going to talk about that. Dune.
Yeah.
Yep. Without ruining it for those who haven't seen it.
That's right.
Dan, you touched, Tony, you touched on a lived-in universe. And I noticed in Dune, that while it's gritty and everything, I don't get that lived-in universe feel with that. It's odd. It's odd. I mean, it's beautiful. And just like, you stop and think, man, that could actually be future. But there's no, I don't know. There's something. It's just different. It's not, and it's supposed to be different, right?
Right.
I just expected some things to look a little bit more used and lived in, and I didn't get that. Probably because there was nothing but sand. But anyway,
that too.
Sand and worms, worms and sand.
That too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the movie was good. It definitely. This is how I looked at part 2. They could have taken part 1 and mixed it with part 2 and taken a lot of stuff out of part 1, because that was kind of, part 1 was, to me anyways, my opinion, it was a little on the boring side because they're building things up, I guess, but they didn't really explain much while they were building things up, and it's like, what am I even watching? What am I looking at? So
yeah.
So I think
one. I'm like, get on with it already. I don't even know.
Exactly.
Sadly, it's because I believe it's because of the novel. I mean, the novel explains so much more, and it's really a tough job to try to convey so much stuff in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Now
it is.
And I know they tried this before, but if Dune, what we have now, was in a actual series, then you could stretch it out and you could truly explain why there's conflict, why they're going down there, why all of this is going on, and just with any episodic type thing, right? So my suggestion would be either read the book and you'll find a new love for the movie, or even audiobook, which I love. I can't drive without audiobooks. I can't do it anymore. Can't be done.
Right.
Yeah. It's witchcraft. Can't be done. Cannot be done. Gotta have I have to have an audiobook, or at the very least a podcast. But anyway, sorry, I digress.
There you go.
That's what I would do if I were anyone who looked at that and felt the way you do, Dan. I think you would find a new appreciation, new love, and then obviously probably a new anger, because with any novel, you're like, wow, why did they cut that part out? That should have been in there. Or why did they omit that character and put that character in instead? And that's not right. None of this is right.
Yeah.
Flip everything over.
Exactly. So after watching Dune Part 1, the 2020, I did go back and watch Dune 1980. When did that come out?
It doesn't matter when it came out.
1984, 1986, somewhere around there. So I was able to grasp certain things from the old movie, be like, okay, now it makes a little more sense for Dune Part 1. No, it doesn't, but it did, and it didn't. It was weird. It was weird. And then at the end of the movie of the 1984, I think it was. I want to be anatomically correct on that one. Let's see.
Just say from the 80s. There you go.
1984. Yeah, 1984. Okay.
They had movies back then?
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, strange, right? So the 1984 movie, it was like you had to be on drugs to be honest.
Yes, you did.
to watch that one.
Man, I remember being a kid in a theater like, what the I'm just like, what is happening? What is this? Where am I? Who am I?
Right. It was nuts.
That's how I felt when I first watched Pulp Fiction. I felt like I was on drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, am I on drugs?
That is a crazy movie.
Did I take something? Another one that's kind of like that too is the old cult classic that I don't know why it really is Blade Runner. Like, I love Harrison Ford.
I love Blade Runner.
And
now you're fighting words now, man.
Dude, I watched it, but it was painful for me.
This must be how it feels for people who just heard us slam Doom a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, no, how could you not like it? You don't understand.
Yeah.
Right. So Blade Runner did come out in 1982. So that's probably why it wasn't as good. Because the success of Star Wars kind of drove a lot of these new sci-fi things, I think, let's try this or let's try that. Let's try to do something. But it just wasn't as good. Blade Runner is interesting. I like the world building of Blade Runner.
Oh, I love the world building.
The story is a little weird though, honestly. But
I should clarify a little bit because I did love the world building. I thought it was even in the original, like they did with what they had. It obviously wasn't the greatest and didn't look like it was a very large budget, but it was
right.
It was the story that was hard to follow for me because I didn't know anything about it, and I don't know. It was just kind of tough. And
did you watch the new one?
I did.
Or just did the same thing.
I think me and my daughter, one of my daughters, sat down and watched it one night because there was nothing else on, and it just came out, on streaming or whatever, and I remember looking at her when it was over and went, "That's it." Like
it built it up for wait, what?
Yeah, I spent 2.5 hours of my life that I'm never going to get back.
It's funny you say that because my wife and mom both looked at me like, "Why did you drag us into this?" I like they kept giving me the look afterwards. I was all happy, like, "Yeah, that was awesome." What? Why are you looking at me like that? What happened? And they're just like,
yeah, why'd you take us here?
Yeah, it was a quiet ride home. Let me tell you.
As I'm remembering it now, though, there was a lot of cool parts about it. So I think it's one of those things that has to just kind of grow on you. But I think I didn't watch the original back when it came out, right? So I only saw the original right before I watched the new one. And that was why I watched it. So
there's another one I went to the theater for.
And I get that. Like you're younger, it's in the 80s. Like back then, I'm sure it was super cool. Or cooler than it is now.
It was. I just didn't. It was, but at that age, I didn't quite understand what was happening at the end. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You had him. Why did you save him? Sorry for those who admit. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, so JT did ask about have you watched the sci-fi channel version of Dune? I did not know that there was one, but I just looked it up.
Hey, don't look it up. Just
well, I did.
Man, see, and that's what I was saying earlier. They had it, so they had a chance to do it. A longer version of it, like a kind of episodic type of thing. However,
I think if they did it now, it would be better.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the year 2000 was just getting into CGI and and
it was rough. It was
I'm sure it was. It looks like maybe I can watch a couple things on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
They got some stuff on YouTube with it. That's funny.
Yeah.
The year 2000.
Thought we'd never.
Anyways,
here we are.
Yeah. We're way past now. 2024. Woohoo!
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Phil TMNT says, "Hell inside the booth."
Hey.
Whoa, what's up?
I love your picture there. Is that Arrow or is that
Looks like Arrow.
Yeah, it looks
either
like
that or it's Assassin's Creed. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phil, what is that? What's that picture there?
Super cool.
Let us know.
Assassin Arrow Creed.
Assassin Arrow Creed. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
I really liked Arrow till the end.
I did too. That was yeah.
I never watched it, but that's
you would be in for a treat until
to the last season.
No, I don't know why they can't just call it when it's just go out on top, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make people wish that there was more, and there isn't. Move on to something else. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't Walking Dead us. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Walking Dead was the same way.
Don't do that. Oh. Anyway.
What was that? Goodness, what was it? Game of Thrones, I guess, was the same way.
Man. But that was good all the way up until.
Nice.
Dang. Kind of like a Sopranos. It was all the way up. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Phil says it's a vigilante cosplay he made up, inspired by Green Arrow.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
That makes it even better now.
The sleeve and the hood.
Yeah.
Good, man. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Make up your own superheroes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
And know when to cut the season off and go to another one.
That's right. That's right.
Know when it's time.
That's right. He also said that costume can turn into a Jedi costume.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. You could do that.
Cool.
Or a Sith costume because it's more black.
Speaking of, have you all seen the trailer for Acolyte?
Yes.
Yep. Seen it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't
actually,
bad.
the first part before they put the words on the screen, we had all seen in Celebration. So I'm like, okay, I've seen this. And then after they say something about a dark beginning or whatever the wording was, that all that was kind of new, kind of.
Gotcha.
So we'd already seen it like a year ago because Celebration's about this time last year. It was meh.
Yeah. It was a meh. You're right.
Yeah. Now, had they put something like a Yoda sighting in it, then there would have been like a
Yeah, like, oh, look, Yoda. He's teaching the younglings. But it's somebody else.
But with Grogu, that ship is sailed. So there's that.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah, meh. I mean, I'm still going to watch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So Phil says he admits he's looking forward to see a Wookiee Jedi in action.
I am looking forward to that. That's
That'd be pretty
something
cool.
we haven't seen before, and I am looking for that.
And
we kind of saw it. I mean, in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
But not like this.
Not like that. Yeah.
And the actor that's playing him is the same actor that played Chewbacca in the sequels.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So he's got some experience already playing the character. I think.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
That'd be good.
You're already tall and lanky, and you know how to make the noises.
Plus, he studied from the best.
That's right. So, that's right.
Yeah.
Right, he did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it really. Like that's one of those shows where I'm kind of like you, Ron. I'm like, meh. I could take it or leave it. I mean, it's new Star Wars, awesome. That's always great.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got to be very careful because this is 100 years prior to the prequels. And, there were scenes in the prequels where they're like, the Jedi have been dead for a millennium.
Yeah.
100 years before, you don't know anything about that. Like, you got to explain that somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we better not, we better not see these two droids in there. Better not see it.
C-3PO and R2-D2.
Well, obviously 3PO wouldn't be there because he's just not. It just would make no sense. Yeah. But R2 though, just there can't be that. There can't be anything from this era, from all of this in there at all, except maybe Yoda, or if you're really going to get in there, Yaddle could be in there because they're of that age. Mm-hmm. Some of those characters that do live for like 500 years because they would have been about 300 or 400 ish. They could be in there, and that'd be your cameo or whatever you're going to do if you're going to go that route. But no, and of course, no talks of Skywalker. Don't even predict that there will be any of that. Just stop.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
JT says Star Wars is drowning. It kind of is. Some of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there needs to be some new movies, much better shows, and we have to move on from Skywalker, and there has to be that reason to really be into it again. And I mentioned this before a different show. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know. And it's sad, I really obviously dig the franchise.
Yeah, of course.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. This is true.
I don't know, man. I still love the original films. And
of course.
That's what we've based our rooms on, so we always have that.
Yep.
They can't take that away from us.
Exactly. I feel that way every time I hear someone say, it's nice to see your franchise sucks. Wow. That actually hurt. Damn. That actually, wow. I'm going to sit down and think about that now.
I'm still very anxious and excited to see the Andor series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that I can't wait for. That, yeah.
I really hope they stick the landing on that one because, wow. Still one of the best,
Yep. Agreed.
I still have to rewatch it. Because I stopped at like season 5 or something because I couldn't get into it,
Start over.
I know, I will. I'll start over.
What
Tim, you said Andor. So,
yeah.
Andor.
You mean episode 5? You said season 5. I'm like,
sorry. I get them mixed up sometimes. What's up, Tim? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, you definitely need to finish watching. Yeah, man.
Yeah. JT says it's no longer for the original. It must be the new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it kind of stinks, but that's all right. The Wookiee Breaker. What's up? Turtle Man. Who's Turtle Man? What's up? Hello, chat.
I guess that would be you, Ninja Turtle.
Unless he's talking to Phil. So he might be talking to Phil. And
yeah. Talk to each other.
The chat might be talking to each other. Okay. Yeah, what about this? Bad Batch.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched season 2 or 3. Wow, I'm behind.
Oh, wow, you are behind. Yeah, I'm caught up, I think, except for last Wednesday. So the Bad Batch is doing pretty good.
I've heard.
I like where they're going story wise with it. So what about you, Tony? You've been watching.
I like it a lot. I'm all caught up until tomorrow. So I'm ready.
Nice. Ready.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the storyline with that, it all makes sense. It's done very well. They continue to improve on the 3D animation and the textures and the I think I mentioned this last time, but even the subtle eye movements, like they're really
they're looking better. For sure.
Which just brings in more intensity to the characters, which I love. So I really like it.
See, that gives me something to look forward to as well. That and
nice.
Yeah.
and kind of like Mandalorian, they're tying it back into the whole cloning thing.
Okay.
To sort of explain how they got to the sequels, which is fine. I mean, they got to tie it in somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not just all of a sudden. There he
What's
is.
up, Banana Moose? He says it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Disney loves us all.
Right?
Says. Love it.
I think they like Marvel fans less though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember the last. Well, I guess I can. Loki was the last decent thing that I've seen from Marvel in a very long time.
Yeah, I agree. It's sad, really. Oh, I've heard good things about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I've not watched that, but that's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing. I've heard it was really good.
Yeah.
But aside from that, a couple Spider-Mans, that's it, man. I kind of lost interest after Endgame, to be quite honest with you. I just,
so did I.
Just
after Endgame, it was done for me.
Just didn't care anymore. I didn't. It was done.
Two of the main characters are dead. Like,
yeah. And then one of them retired. So I'm like, it's like breaking up the band.
right?
It's not gonna. It's never gonna be the same.
Exactly.
I think that's why. Actually, there is one good thing, one silver lining in all of this, I think, and that's the What If series, that's great.
Is it?
That is really good. I am very happy with that series.
I think I only seen one episode or two episodes of that.
Mm-hmm. I wish it wasn't animated, but I get, there would have been no other way to do this.
Right.
And some of the what ifs are like, that would have been different. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, you should watch that. You guys should watch that.
Cool.
And Loki. If you haven't seen Loki, that out of all the new series that are out, Loki's the most unique and I think the most fun out of them all.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
I agree. I mean, it had a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know the characters in a way that you would hope to in an episodic series versus a movie, and it had a good ending to it all. The redemption arc of Loki was believable.
Yeah.
And I was, because at first I'm like, he killed all these people. Like, what?
Right. Yeah. Why should I care about him?
Yeah. And then by the end I did. And I'm like, well,
to completely turned it around. Yeah.
It did. Yeah.
Interesting. Anonymous says, are many things the same anymore? No. Here at Inside the Booth, we're the same. We're the same guys. We still like laughing and making fun of stuff and talking about things that are fun to talk about. We're about the same. Josh says, now I'm all in on the reassurance of Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
King, baby.
That new Godzilla looks good. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, the trailer looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Godzilla is looking good.
Yep.
Yeah, my son wants to see that one. I saw that Kung Fu Panda 4 was out. I didn't see it, but
it's doing
I don't
well.
know.
Is it doing in the theater? Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Just another one of those. Okay, guys, it's time to stop. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin this.
Yeah. That should be the last one.
Although I do like Kung Fu Panda. It's fun. Jack Black makes it fun.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does. Jack Black is a fun guy. I don't know about that Mandalorian episode with him in it though. That was weird.
Oh, that was weird. That was weird. That was weird.
It was like they flew into this whole other universe, right?
Yeah. It was like what is happening?
It wasn't
even. wasn't even Star Wars.
Well, you could say that, I guess, but then again, I'm sure there's plenty of other planets with other species and other things that could be Star Wars universe that we just never saw. And so I think that's what they were trying to do, is just
that's true.
Show a different side of something that could be.
But
exactly. But Phil says he saw Kung Fu Panda 4. It was a fun movie, but it wasn't as good as the other three.
Yeah.
They're planning.
They're planning to do more. There you go, Ron.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. They're gonna mess it up now.
Mess it up. And I think one of the reasons, now I haven't seen it, but what I've heard was that a lot of the main characters from the first three weren't in this one. And what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's like having Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you took 3 of them out and just kept one and introduced us to some new characters. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or for those of us Ghostbuster fans,
that's right.
Taking half the people out and just replacing them. What?
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
Well, Ron, you got to see Afterlife, so you'll understand.
Yeah, that's happening.
You'll understand.
It's happening.
So, Anonymous, new Ghostbusters movie. Not sure if we did a review. We haven't done a official review, but on Thursday we're going to do a spoiler review on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Okay, so I got to watch it tomorrow. Dang.
That's right. Go ahead. Watch it tomorrow.
I will watch it tomorrow. Okay. I got 1 day to get it done.
Yeah. But my thoughts on that movie was it's really good. I don't want to spoil anything. So
everyone I've talked to who's seen it has said it's really good. So I will watch it tomorrow. I'll be ready.
Sounds good. Does that mean you want to join the panel?
I could.
Oh, you can if you want. Yeah, why not?
I could if I. No, okay. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah.
Let stuff to build,
I know. You got things you got to do.
Building doesn't stop. It's either building or babysitting this animal. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
Oh, wait, she's sleeping.
Phil says for Kung Fu Panda, the Furious 5 wasn't in the movie for the most part. Okay, so that's probably why. He watched Ghostbusters Afterlife this Friday. Was going, but I enjoyed the last one better. Okay, so he Phil liked the last one better.
Okay.
Do it. So Anonymous tells you to do it. Do it, Ron. Do it.
I will do it. The peer pressure is real.
That's right. But we will, if you do join us, we are going to have a super fan Ghostbuster. His name is Clint Orr, and he built like Ghostbuster cars, I guess.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
And he's got a fan film, and it's he's a cool guy. So
okay.
Yeah, we had him on a couple years back. We just haven't had him on again, but we're gonna bring him back. We're bringing him back.
Cool, very cool.
Our good friend Ado also
you see what he built?
Ghostbuster props.
Yeah.
He's got some good ones. I saw that.
He does
on Facebook. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, really cool stuff.
I don't know if he's just cranking all this out in preparation for something. I mean, it seems like he's preparing for some sort of event.
Right,
yeah. I think he's doing something for Halloween with that stuff, right?
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing. I don't know though, because I think last time I heard from him, he said he was doing stuff.
I wonder if he's going to do that
Halloween
type of
thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he does that thing where you dress up the garage door to kind of be a theme.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to do something like that.
Yeah,
maybe
that'd be cool.
That would be.
Yeah, but he built. It's crazy. He even built a containment unit.
Yeah, I really like that.
That was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
What was it? A couple of times ago, we were looking at that prop.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Ado made 3 of them. Like
Yeah. The proton pack.
Yeah. Well, and then the containment unit thing, the pop out, because it was animated and
Ghost Strap.
Yeah, that's
yeah. He made the ghost straps. Yep. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I think this year might be a good year for movies and things like that. Hopefully, we get some good original movies too, not just not just like hashed movies.
Yeah. So. There's one I'm looking forward to is Civil War. That looks interesting. Saw the previews for that during Dune. It was like,
okay,
that looks interesting. Yeah.
Nice. What did it seem like it was about? Do you know?
Basically, it seems like both sides of the United States finally came to the point of civil war in now times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks pretty deep too. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's gotten out of control where now military's in and things are blown up. It's almost looks apocalyptic to the point, so it's gotten way out of hand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it looks very interesting.
Cool. I like post-apocalyptic movies. Maybe I'll check it out.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're always fun.
They are. You always have the what would I do in that?
Right.
Crawl up in an ass ball and just sit there. That's what I
Right.
That was exactly what I experienced when I saw the first Red Dawn. I was
yeah. Yep.
The timing of that movie was just really perfect,
And that's how this movie is. The timing kind of goes with what's going on in the world.
Okay.
Politics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Check that for sure.
What did you say? They it could be good, but they teamed up Cali and Texas, which would never happen.
Oh,
that's true. Texas would never join forces with California.
Yeah, and so that's how you know it's fiction.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you know it's fake.
The goal is to get you to believe that this could happen.
Right. Until that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's either that or hell freezing over. So
yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
Pigs flying, so.
That's funny. Cool. Well, hey, we've been talking for a good amount of time here, so.
You want to do some merch?
Yeah, let's do some merch, and then we can always say goodbye at the end.
Wow, that was a fast hour.
It was.
I know, right? We're just kind of chit-chatting and not really. It's funny how some of these work, like sometimes you don't know it. You know exactly what you're going to talk about, but it doesn't go well and it goes slow and people are like, oh, it's boring, Right. But then there's times like this, you don't know what you're talking about. Then all of a sudden it just kind of flows.
Yeah.
And people enjoy it, and it's like, man,
as long as they enjoy it.
Every time. Yeah, right.
As long as we got there. I don't care how we got there. As long as we're enjoying it, that's good.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Thanks. First, we wanted to say, if you like what we do here, subscribe to the channel, vanquish the like button, ding the bell, and make sure you come and see us every time we post or go live, especially live. Live is fun. And then if you enjoy what we do, you can become a Patreon member, or you can become a member here on YouTube, or you can do what everybody does.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So, yeah, if you buy some merch from us, not only do you get to wear it and show off your favorite podcast, it also helps the channel grow a little bit financially so that we can do more cool stuff. And we want to do a lot more cool stuff. I'm sure Ron and Tony would love to have a little extra money in their pocket. I would love to pay for them to be here. But yeah, I guess that people say, if you don't tell other people your thoughts, you'll never get somebody to say, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll click on that.
Maybe.
Gotta put it out there.
You do. So Patreon is patreon.com/insidethebooth. Obviously, insidethebooth.tv.com/shop is the shop page. And then obviously here, YouTube is here on YouTube. So there we go. And then we have some comments here, which I missed. It could happen right after Texas. Absolutely. Okay. Ending. See ya, folks. Thanks, Woke Breaker, for being here. Thanks, TD. JT for being here. I said TD. Who's TD? This has been fun. Miss hanging out. Yeah, miss ya, JT. Come more often if you can. Anonymous says Soylent Green. Yes, Soylent Green is made from people. And that is a futuristic apocalyptic movie as well,
I have fond memories of that one.
Yeah, do
really? I've never heard of that one. Huh.
No, it's what?
It was Twilight Zone, right?
The guy who played Moses. What's his name?
I
can't think of him.
No trivia night for you.
Yeah, no trivia night.
Not Robert Redford, is it?
No,
that's what I was going to say, so I would have lost.
It's one of those guys, though.
Yeah, exactly. One of those guys.
Yeah, it's one of those guys.
One of those guys.
Oh, Charles Heston?
Charlton Heston. There you go.
I said that.
Yeah, I know you said that. I heard it.
There you
go. Yeah. So yeah, that movie is fun. Soylent Green. It's a strange movie too.
Very weird.
But it is.
It was done pretty well. I'd have to go back and watch it now. I'd probably be disappointed now, but
you would be, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And it is in black and white, I believe, still. So
yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Right.
See a movie and you're like, oh, I remember this. Oh no, I don't.
Right.
It's kind of like going to see one of your favorite bands now that was
yeah, and you're like
awesome, and you're like, now you're
what happened.
Okay, so remember this. Listen.
Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this.
That's exactly how it goes too.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nope, I don't remember.
Happened to me recently, man. Dark City. It's
Fun. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, Ron and Tony, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Fun hanging out.
We'll see. Yes, definitely. And we'll see everybody next time here on Inside the Booth. Remember, special show Thursday, 9 p.m. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
You gotta have a goodbye song or something.
Okay, I'll put this one on.
No, you actually sing it. Come on, man.
We gotta sing, huh?
Exactly.
Maybe we should sing. Goodbye, everybody.
Wait, it's mandatory that we probably have something to drink first, just to make sure no one has the dry voice or.